What's going on YouTube? It's your boy DJ Skandalous here. We're back with another hip hop video. For this one, we're gonna break down the Game and 50 Cent actually having a face-to-face conversation. Appearing on Everyday Struggle, the Game addresses what happened when him and 50 Cent ran into each other at the club. Giving credit to Nipsey Hussle for his new outlook on certain beats and other artists in the industry, Game talks about how it's changed his beef with 50 Cent. I could have died in my beef with 50. 50 could have died. We was really shooting that shit, explains Game. Me and 50 wasn't rap beefing, we was shooting at each other. 50 would tell you the same thing. Game and 50 had a chance to reunite after 11 years of not seeing each other. I seen him at the club last summer and we chopped it up. Gave me a bottle of that shit with the king on it. I asked 50, was Angie gonna die? He told me before that shit came out. So when 50 told me Angie was gonna die, I was like, alright, this is my homie again, we good. Game recalls the night that when 50 Cent told him, Game, I don't even know what happened. Despite their beef and perhaps never recording a song together ever again, both left a mark on hip hop forever. A mark that Game understands very well. At the end of the day, me and 50 are great at a time where we needed to be, and we service hip hop as a whole. Jimmy Iovine used to say, we were like the Black Beatles, no disrespect to anyone else. Man, you gotta understand G-Unit, we was getting $1 million a show. 50 was getting half a show. Who can argue that is still plenty of money for anyone starting out their hip hop career? We will still split 100,000 for, 500,000 for me, buck 50 yayo. So we all 23-year-olds making 100,000 a show. G-Unit was doing 100 shows, a tour, says Game. I'm still spending that G-Unit money. And here's a brief clip on the Game on the Struggle talking about this.
Nip gets all the praise because when I jumped out the window on Meek, I'm used to beefing a certain way. Like when it's on, it's on. It's all I've done my whole career. I could have died in my beef with 50. 50 could have died. We was really shooting that shit. And you remember? You remember.
Absolutely.
It was, me and 50 wasn't rap beefing. We were shooting at each other. The nigga 50 said to me, because everybody always want to know what this nigga 50 is whispering in the nigga ear. This nigga said to me, he was like, Game, I don't even know what happened. And I was like, big cat. You know what I'm saying?
So what do you guys feel about this news? Do you think it's a little bit too late for them to be hashing it out? Are you glad that they finally hashed it out and squashed the beef? For me, I always felt that the Game was kind of slighted by 50 because the Game was pushing out that album with Dr. Dre. He was in the limelight more. 50 Cent is known to get jealous of other people trying to steal his star power and everything. Go back the whole way to the Ja Rule beef when Ja Rule was making all those R&B songs. Regardless of what people think on the Ja Rule beef, Ja Rule will still point out hit after hit after hit on his first 3 or 4 albums. And then 50, said that he was the wannabe Tupac and he was singing like a girl. But then 50 Cent made all these songs with choruses and R&B style instrumentals and things like that. And then as you know, when the Game got hot and then Lloyd Banks got hot with his album, as well as Hunger for More 2, we started hearing more rumors that 50 Cent was kind of pissed off about it because he didn't want really anyone else shining him. And the Game and Lloyd Banks, I think, were the only two in the G-Unit roster that could even compare to 50 Cent as a mainstream top-level rapper. You can go listen to Lloyd Banks' Hunger for More Part 1 and 2. And both of those, I think, are classic albums. The second album wasn't that great, but it had a couple good songs on it. Other than that, you didn't really hear much about him besides mixtapes, but I think Lloyd Banks was the most lyrical rapper in G-Unit. It's kind of a shame that they didn't actually do more albums together with the Game as well. And the Game has classic albums all over the place. His first album, the documentary with Dr. Dre. You have Jesus Piece is a classic album, I think, as well as the documentary Part 2 and 2.5, as well as the album that came out a couple years ago, 1992. But I think with 50, Game, Lloyd Banks, I think they missed a golden opportunity to really make a great collaborative album. I think if 50 Cent and the Game would have did like a duet type album, like how Tupac and Snoop would go back and forth on every track, and have like a couple features like Eminem on 1 or 2 songs, as well as Lloyd Banks scattered throughout the album, produced by Dr. Dre, I think it would have been an all-time classic album. Maybe they could still do it even though the style of rap is very different, but the Game is constantly known for doing his throwback style beats. Even though everything's so trap heavy and mumble rap heavy right now, he still goes back to the throwback samples and 90s style songs. So it would be great, even though the Game is on record saying that he doesn't want to rap anymore or do an album anymore. Maybe, instead of just doing a solo album, he'll just do an album with 50 Cent. So what do you guys think? Do you think 50 Cent and the Game should do an album together, or Lloyd Banks in there as well? I think that would be like an ultimate dream come true and really tug at the heartstrings of all the people that grew up on 90s music as well as early 2000 hip hop. And that's what we need more of. We need more of the old school style rap even though we see all these little kids out here with face tattoos and singing the same shit over and over again. We need more of the classic rap OGs to come out and put out some lyrical heavy, storytelling driven albums together. And if not, just get Eminem and Dr. Dre to release their unreleased stuff. I think that'll be amazing. Anyways guys, this DJ Skandalous signing out. Peace out.